Next, let's kick it on down to College Station, where old Jimbo gave us the latest update on the Aggies. Shane, scheduling note. Hopefully you Aggies are listening to this early. I'm scheduled to be on Texags at 9 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Now. So who knows what crazy thing I'll say on that show. But interesting, Shane. I don't know if you saw this, but it was about an hour ago. Chris Lowe, ESPN insider, he tweeted out, sounds like Haynes King is going to be the starting quarterback. I don't think he was necessarily reporting that, but that kind of the tea leaves. That's kind of what we said earlier in the week. So
right.
That's a little backstory there. They've got another scrimmage coming up to, how big will that play into it? That's what Jimbo talks about. And Fidel Diggs, who was named most improved defensive player in the spring, he's going to be stepping up after they lost so much elite talent on that defensive line to the NFL. Now Diggs is in line to be that next star for A&M on the defensive line and help all these 9 5-star linemen they got coming in there. And then the importance of the upcoming scrimmage. Let's kick it over to old Jimbo.
I think with this camera and mic set up, I may be most improved on this show. Are we handing out that trophy? Come on now.
Sure. All right, Shane. Hey.
You're the MVP, Mike. But I would say I'm most improved easily.
No doubt.
So I'll start off with, do you think you will know who your starting quarterback is after the scrimmage on this weekend?
I'll wait and see. I don't know. We'll see how the scrimmage goes and what goes on. You could not. I mean, like I say, we'll wait and evaluate that as we go. I'm not putting a timetable on it.
Is there a certain amount of time though that at some point that you
I'm not putting a timetable on it.
You could decide.
I'll know when I know.
And then I wanted to ask about a guy like say Bryce Foster, who for various reasons has had to miss some time. Mm-hmm. Is there any amount of time that he would have to actually start completely working to where you'd feel like, all right,
he is working right now.
So he's at a point now where he could start
he's
first
practicing.
game.
Yeah, he's practicing right now and playing well.
Young as Fidel Diggs is, he really seems like he's a good leader for those younger
he's
guys.
A junior.
Yeah, he still seems young to me, I guess, as an underclassman, right? Eligibility-wise, as a sophomore. But
yeah,
in any case,
3 years in.
Here's what I'm trying to get to. He still seems like a good leader for all these new young guys.
Really good
and how's
leader.
that group coming along?
Really good leader. I mean, he is a guy who works, says yes sir, no sir, and what else can I do, and always helping those young guys. You know what I mean? He's a great example for them as far as how to go about your business on a daily basis, as far as work ethic, technique, toughness, battle through things. I think he's doing an excellent job. You're right. You're whoever give you that information on what player he is, and I've said it, I know, but he is definitely a great example for how you want to play, the effort you want to play with, the physicality you want to play with, becoming a better technician, how he's rushing, he's being productive, and he's there every day. Can't say enough good things about him.
Coach to the left, Nicole.
Coach, what changes do you want to see after 2 weeks of practice going from last scrimmage to this scrimmage?
The same thing. I mean, eliminate, making sure our substitutions are better, make sure our alignments are better, make sure our splits are better, make sure our communications are better. Then our execution is better. We take care of the ball. And, sometimes you can not have a turnover, and that's been, just a bad decision. Or sometimes there is a play that, you understand what you're trying to accomplish on every play, the knowledge of our calls, and also our situational football. Listen, plays are different based off down and distance, time on the clock, field position, what the objective of every play is. And I think getting a greater grasp of that and understanding that on offense and defense. I'm not just talking about offense. I'm talking about defense. How and then what the defense is doing, what the offense is doing, our position, our formation recognition, our alignments, reading offensive splits, our defensive people, putting themselves in position to make better plays from a mental standpoint, and then finishing it out physically.
Well, hey, buddy, I mean, Jimbo, it was about a week ago. Everybody's, hey, we got the best team of all time. We got all these players. Now Jimbo, he's kind of reeling it back in, isn't he? He's like, well, we don't got to name a quarterback. We don't know. We'll see, blah, blah, blah. But it's pretty interesting that, a lot of buzz with Haynes King, but you don't get much of that from the coaching staff down there, do you?
Right. No, and I mean, he wanted to shut this down before it gets started. He was pretty adamant that this is the end of the quarterback situation. So I don't know. I think they do announce somebody sooner than later, but I think it happens after the scrimmage, and I think going into the scrimmage, he maybe doesn't want it to get back to the players that he's got a guy. You know, even though we probably know who it's going to be. That's the only thing I can get. I'm trying to, you know, you're just kind of guessing at the hidden message here. But for as quick as Jimbo reacted on that question, that was my first thing, and kind of second thought on your approach there with the maybe they're just, you know, bringing back expectations. I don't know, man. I think you own it, and I mean, I was more excited about Texas A&M 3 weeks ago than I am now after hearing comments like this. So let's build it, man. Let's play it. If it don't work out, then shit, we tried. You know?
Yeah. No, I just think Jimbo is feeling very, very confident. And, you know, as camp goes along, you want to reel your players back in and get them locked in, because the last thing you want to do is be that team that opens the season with a poor performance, and then all of a sudden the season goes sideways on you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.